Hero number 1, Visor Shock, and that is a pretty efficient build. Attack speed solo, lull attack speed, defense smoke, and attack speed solo 3. She comes with defense smoke. Lull's not that hard to get anymore. In fact, both of these skills are on which hero? One of the heroes has both of these. I think it's a Lancer. Or Percival? Alright, Proud Taguel Panne, 40 plus 10 plus 15, 51 HP, 50 attack, 54 speed, 37 defense, 30 res. Taguel Fang, Harsh Command plus Gale Force, and yeah, double solo, makes some sense. This is completely maxed out. Let's see how good she actually is. What is the refine? Taguel Fang, effective against CAFOs that remain the same. If unit is adjacent to only beast or dragon foe, or dragon ally, sorry. Or if unit is not adjacent to any ally, grants all stats +4 to unit during combat, same as before. And also if foe is not a beast or dragon foe, grants additional attack speed, defense, res +4, all stats +4. Again, doubling up 8 stats. Yeah, all stats +4 to unit, and inflicts special compound charge -1 on foe per attack during combat. Nice, she got guard. Standard transformation effects for Cav, so I'm gonna skip over reading all that. At start combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, another all stats +4. Wow, that's all stats +12 very easily. As long as you don't fight a beast or dragon foe and your HP is over 25%, all stats +12. Unit during combat, and also the following effects will occur based on the value of unit speed minus foe speed. Oh my goodness! If or greater is 1, unit makes a guaranteed fall attack. What? Auto doubles, which means she can break wherries. And if or greater than 5, unit makes deals +7 damage. Oh, that is so good. That is so good, chat. Oh boy. If you guys don't know why I'm like so surprised by all of this, it's actually so amazing. The ability to get a guaranteed follow-up attack means in the event that they have wary fighter, you'll just break it. It becomes a speed check. And because Panne now gets +12 to all stats, very easy for her to outspeed her opponent and get that 2 shots up. And if it's greater or equal to 5, 7 extra true damage. That's really big as well because it's per shot, which means she fixes her low attack issue that she had before. So that's actually significant. They solved her biggest issue in damage output by giving her an extra 12 stats very easily. And then just give her 7 true damage on top of that. And giving her guard increases her survivability by a lot. Huh. She does hate humans, human-like enemies, then yes, she will fight even harder. So that makes sense. The guaranteed follow-up attack is supposed to simulate flow. Well, you can make that argument, but it's better than that. And the rationale behind it is just outspeeding her opponent by 1. She no longer has to outspeed her opponent by 5, just by 1, and she gets a 2 double. Now, chat, can't she run wind sweep? I bring that up because if you guys remember, this is very similar to Lucina, Legendary Lucina, isn't it? The guaranteed follow-up attack means she can run wind sweep on her. So what happens is if she outspeeds her opponent by 1 and she runs wind sweep, the guaranteed follow-up attack, part of it will nullify the wind sweep denial of a second shot. And then it becomes a speed check. And because she gets so many stats, she can double. So should you do that? Not necessarily. A beast hero, a beast cav hero already has impact, already drops your attack by 4 when initiating. And in Panne's case, she gets all stats +16 very easily, so long as she's fighting a non-beast or dragon hero. And she has guard. So it's actually not very dangerous to attack into somebody. But if you wanted to, you could. And the reason why I bring that up is, and why it's so significant, is it's really cheap to run a good Panne, right? In normal battles, it doesn't really matter. But if you have a Panne in a beast team for like Aether8's defense, and I know that sounds a bit weird, but for newer players that don't have as many good heroes, Panne and Aether8's defense might not be so bad with wind sweep. That might actually be annoying enough for some players to have issues with. So yeah, that's definitely an option, but should you, would you, like, that's up to you guys. But yeah, it's an option because she can now be one of the heroes that has wind sweep and still double. Anyways, very, very good refine. Let's do some calcs. In this case, 50 attack, +16 based on all stats +4, plus another 2 on transformation, that's 18, plus another 4 on initiation, now that's 22. 22 plus 6, 28. 28 plus another 6, 34. 84 attack. That's really good. And if she outspeeds her opponent by 5, 91 attack. Suddenly, Panne has a lot of damage output, huh? 91 attack on a hero that was not known for attack. I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan. In terms of speed, it's plus 16, sorry, plus 12 from her weapon alone, 18, 24, plus another 3 here, 27. That takes you to 51, 71. 71 speed, very, very high. That is top echelon. And your defense is actually quite high. Not only is it plus 12, it's another 4. So initiation and impact. So 16 and plus 3, 19. Wow, that is 56 defense. Significant. And likewise, the res is actually pretty high now because it's 4 plus 4 plus 4. And if it's initiating on something that can attack there, that's even better by another 4 and another 3. Yeah, that's kind of nutty. She's even good against dragons now. Oh, well, actually, that wouldn't work. It would be 8. 8 plus 4 plus 3, 15. 45 res against dragons on initiation because she loses the stats once she attacks a dragon. So I like this. This is really good. Really, really good. I'm actually a big fan of the new Panne. I feel like they fixed all her issues and made her completely solid. Shame that I fought a couple of her off for defense smoke, but yeah, I'm a fan. It's a good refine. It's not crazy. It's nothing crazy, but it fixed all her issues and made her usable, which is the biggest thing. Recon 40 plus 10 plus 4, 49 HP, 51 attack, 39 speed, 35 defense, 27 res, plus attack variant. Taguel Fang, harsh command plus bonfire, attack speed catch 4, SD near trace 3, S speed defense menace, and attack speed solo 3. Yeah, this is fine. So this is even higher in terms of damage potential. Oh hey, chat. Who has speed defense menace again? Who has attack speed catch again? Who's the leader of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus again? My goodness. Really? Okay, sure. No offense, but I think Dimitri is way better than Panne, no matter what happens. So, all right, sure, let's calc it. 4, 4, 18. 18, 25. 25 in total. Plus 7, plus 2, 9, 34, 37, 43, and if they're debuffed, 49, 100 attack potentially. What? I don't think I calced wrong. 4, 4, 4, plus 6, 18, plus 7, 25. I did not calc that wrong. She can reach essentially 100 attack, chat, with this combination. If it's a menaced enemy hero, her catch will be fully triggered. Yeah, 100 on Panne. She clearly doesn't have attack issues anymore, chat. Bonfire on her, I actually do agree with, because you get defense plus 4, defense plus 4, defense plus 4. That's 16 extra 12 extra defense. 47 defense. Bonfire is half of that, 23 damage. Nice. Well, actually, it's even higher because if you self-buff of the speed defense menace, that is now 53, which becomes 26 damage. Yeah, that's really, really good. Her speed is also really high. 4, 4, 4, 12, 12, 9, 21, 24, 30, 30 if she's buffed up, 36 if they're debuffed, 42 effective. Yeah, that's 81. Okay. Okay. Needless to say, change nothing because this definitely really works. I do want to say I like Trace on her a lot. Because her defense gets so high now, she takes minimal damage. Having guard keeps her safe, and Trace allows her to retain her flexibility as a cav unit. I'm not the biggest fan of menace skills, chat, so there's that, but if you're gonna run catch, menace is probably the best thing. All right, Remq, 40 plus 10 plus 10, 50 HP, 52 attack, 40 speed, 36 defense, 29 res, Taguel Fang, reposition, Gale Force, attack speed level 4. You're gonna run 1 solo, run 2, come on. All attack defense and speed smoked. Come on. Come on. I understand the idea, but gotta keep in mind, she doesn't have speed damage reduction. And defense smoke is more valuable than speed smoke. Speed smoke is really easy to get. You just have to kill that Chad kid, and then you get it. So yeah, I think defense smoke is better. I understand why you did it, right? To help maintain the guaranteed fault attack, to help maintain the extra 7 damage dealt, but defense smoke is generally better. She should outspeed her opponent, given everything. You would have less issues, right? You wouldn't even need to use speed smoke if you just ran attack speed solo again. Double solo would make more sense on her. This build's fine, actually. I think this one's good for E3's defense. I think solo 4 or wall attack defense is really good. if Pan's attacking into something. Take away their ability to buff for attack, giving her safer. Take away their ability to buff for defense, allowing her to do more damage. So yeah, I like this build. It's just, I would keep defense smoke and I would absolutely go to attack speed solo. Yeah, it's not bad. It's just weird to make that switch. Gjallarbrú, Search Sparrow, AD near trace, attack smoke 4. Ooh. That's actually really good. I didn't even think about this, chat. Isn't Pan actually a tank? All stats +4. So let's think about this defensively. 4 + 4 + 4 is 12. 12 plus another 3, 15. And after this, you're buffing yourself by 6, 21. And they're debuffed. That's acting as 28. She's actually a tank. 28. That is 63? Wow. 63 defense. And now they can only attack her one time anyways, even if they somehow outspeed her, which is unlikely. Well, in this case, it is likely because you're running Search Sparrow. I kind of feel weird for you to run Attack Smoke and Search Sparrow together because reality is you have so much defense, you're taking minimal damage, and you have guard instantly anyway, so... And impact. I don't really think you need to run Search Sparrow, but sure. I feel like if you ran double solo with Attack Smoke 4, it'd be more synergetic. Anyways, the entire point I'm trying to make is that this is a very bulky unit, especially on initiation. You can have up to 56 res defensively, which is significant. Okay. I like this build. It's just, I wouldn't run Search Sparrow. I feel like with Attack Smoke 4, with everything, you're taking so little damage. It doesn't really matter whether you're healing or not. And because Search Sparrow doesn't work defensively, or Attack Smoke 4 does, probably better to just double stack. That's what I would say. Hetzo, Search Sparrow, 80 near trace, attack speed menace, blade session. All right, there you go. Wow, this is the best one we've seen thus far, chat. 4 edit, 40 plus 10 plus 15, 51 HP, 53 attack, 44 speed, 37 defense, and 30 res. I would still go for plus attack and plus speed. If I only picked one, I'd definitely go for plus speed though. But yeah, plus attack plus speed does benefit her. She hits pretty hard now, but why not hit harder? Search Sparrow Moonbow for the healing, 80 near trace to give you the reach function, attack speed menace to buff her up for more attack and more speed. I think you're too fast now. That's the thing. Let's do a calc. 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12. Initiation, 19. And then with this, oh, this is all about initiation. So focused. Okay. 19 plus 6, 25. If attacking a hero that's debuffed, 31 effective, and up to 40. 84 speed. I don't think you need to go that fast. But yeah, I like this build too because unlike the last build, which was trying to cross phase and not dual phase, but cross phase, this one is actually way better in terms of just all in on offense and then just retreat with the attack defense near trace. I like this. This is really, really strong in initiation, especially. All right, really cool. Yeah. I don't necessarily think you need all the extra stats though, so do consider going for attack speed solo because it gives you some defensive speed. When you're being attacked, it's 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12, and if you're buffed up 18. That's not bad. That gets you to 62. And if they're debuffed, even better at effectively 68. But yeah, I do think attack speed solo probably more useful, but yeah, can't disagree. Really good Pan. Okay, so it's very clear cut. Pan has become a very good free-to-play Cav hero. In fact, I have her in... She is a top 5 free-to-play Cav. Not that there were very many. Other heroes I had up there in top 5, Patrine, Lex, Eliwood. Sorry, I forgot about Eliwood. Eliwood is still among the best. No one uses him anymore. Yeah, so Finn, Eliwood, Lex, Pan, Patrine. That's the top 5 free-to-play. Yeah. We forgot to put in the lobster dude. Wow, I'm really bad with names. You can tell when I'm tired because I forget names when I'm tired. Okay. This is kind of hard. Is Pan in top 5? She's debatably in top 5. I think she should be in top 5. Okay, but that's significant. She went from cannot recommend, probably should fodder, to top 5 Cav. So there you go. Kind-hearted Tiger, Mordecai, 40 plus 10 plus 1. This looks weird, but okay, I'll take your word. This is an actual build. 55 HP, 55 attack, 28 speed, 50 defense, 24 res. Sabertooth Fang, reposition, bonfires, 30 impact, special spiral 3, times pulse 3, and spur attack 2. All right, let's see what it does. Your build's so weird, by the way, but let's see what it does. Defense plus 3. I believe it was that before. If a movement, assist, skill, or position, shove, pivot, etc. is used.
Ignore this EO.
Okay. It's used by unit. Inflicts attack speed, defense res -5 on foes within 2 spaces of unit and target through their next actions after movement. Yeah, that was the same thing as before where he debuffed his enemy heroes. But is the debuff amount higher? The entire point with him is smite in to buff your ally and then just debuff everybody, which creates an interesting scenario. So yeah, it was 4 and now it's 5. Thank you guys. At start of combat, if foes HP is over 75%, grants attack defense +5 to unit during combat. At start of turn, if unit is adjacent to only beast or dragon, it's a new beast transformation effect, which is really good because he has tempo built into him now. And then yeah, 2 attacks, 7 damage from special triggers. Very nice. Okay, so he finally buffs himself up in that he has a combat buff of attack defense +5 if over 75% HP per foe. That's good. He needed that. Additionally, if a movement assist skill like reposition, oh my goodness, what is this? Is used by unit or target, inflicts special component charge +1 on foes within 2 spaces of unit and target. Wow. What the heck? That's actually pretty useful. If you fight against, say, an infantry pulse team, Mordecai smiting a hero in could just destroy that entire team, take away all the specials. So same idea. Wow. You know what? That's actually a pretty good continuation from the entire debuff ability, because now it's debuff plus cooldown. So better debuffing because it goes from 4 to 5, and then better ability to disrupt the enemy team because now they lose their cooldowns. This is good. And then if unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack defense +5 to unit during combat. This is really good. So what they did was they doubled up on the stats they gave him. So now it goes from 0 stats to Mordecai to attack defense +10. He now has a new beast transformation, which gives him tempo. And now his debuffing is better because it's now 5 plus guard. Yes, it can break hardy fighter, which is really significant. I agree with that. Wow. Okay, I like this actually. As for the rest of the build, sturdy impact is definitely not the best thing on him anymore. He's more used defensively. Nowadays, I think probably QR. Wow, actually, I think a really good cheap build for him, chat, is attack defense bond from Karen, 4-star Lance Flyer, and then QR from a 5-star Tsubaki, or you could go 4-star Tsubaki if you really want to be cheap about it and do QR too. And then like attack smoke or something with another attack defense bond. And that way you can just stack so much defense and attack and just get kills, counterattack for kills like that. Just smite somebody in and then retreat with them, and then Mordecai can do his job. Or smite somebody in and that hero attacks and retreats to Mordecai. Either way, I think this is pretty good. It's not insane, because as good as the debuffing is, as good as the ability to take away instant specials is, right? Like instant special Vectors, instant special Fjorm, where they have their defensive specials up immediately. Yeah, this is where it really shines. But you still have to run Mordecai, and Mordecai might not offer enough to the team outside that initial abilities, or like remove a hardy fighter or something. All right. Yeah, if you smoke 4 and double bond with QR, I think it's really good. Times Pulse only drops your bonfire to 2. So I guess once you have your first bonfire up, you can just spam bonfires with... If you do Mordecai plus Valoria, I think that's a decent build. At that point, then I think, yeah, that makes some sense. Other than that, though, this is kind of goofy. Because this is all about one bonfire. It doesn't loop. In your first turn, it becomes 2 cooldown. But once you trigger the bonfire, the time pulse really does nothing because it'll always be at 1 cooldown, which is okay. They hit Mordecai and he just attacks back with bonfire. But you would want to have bonfire on him immediately so you can initiate with sturdy impact plus bonfire for even more damage output. But yeah, this is definitely not a really good modern build, especially now that we know his abilities. But yeah, nice of you to show me. I do think Mordecai is interesting. This could be a game changer for some people who are really struggling against hardy fighter, for example. Surge, 40 plus 10 plus 15. Oh, that's much more like it. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's so smart, chat. All right, 40 plus 10 plus 15, 57 HP, 58 attack, 31 speed, 53 defense, 27 res. I like this. This is really good. Plus defense. Missing Is he? No, is 15 the max for Mordecai? I keep forgetting. Yeah, no, it is the max, right? Sabertooth, Fang, Smite, Bonfire, Bracing Stance 3, Sudden Panic, Infantry Pulse, Steady Breath. Okay, you got me here. I think this is really, really good. That is max flyers for Mordecai. He's so old, but he's not so old. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird to say that. Okay, with that said, chat, 57 HP? Yes, he has high HP, which makes him really good for Sudden Panic, right? Inflict panic on your foes and then take away their specials with a smite. That's a really good combination. Infantry Pulse is also going to utilize his HP for his team. So this is really good. And then with Bracing Stance and Steady Breath. Now, you do need somehow to have Bonfire down by 1 cooldown immediately. That's the only thing. That's the only thing this is lacking. If you can have that Bonfire immediately, then I think this is really, really good build. The Steady Breath, Bracing Stance does give him a lot of defense, right? That 53 defense becomes 63. 63 plus 6 plus 3, 10. Wow. That's plus 20. 73 defense base, chat. That's amazing. And because it's... And it's because... Yeah, it's because of the defense plus 5, and then plus another 10 here. That's incredible. He has some guard as well, so he's really solid defensively. His attack is 5 plus 5 plus 2, 12, which takes you to 70 attack, which isn't bad, especially for a support unit. And your res is just plus 6 for 33. Yeah, it's not bad. I actually like this build. Only thing I have a gripe with is that you don't have your Bonfire immediately. Rite of Rhyme, Fjorm, 40 plus 8 plus 15, 59 HP, 57 attack, 45 speed, 25 defense, 31 res. Gjallarbrú, Restore plus, Windfire Bomb plus, C Dual Flying 4, Aerobatics, Ground Orders 3, Squad Ace, AF 2. I agree with that. I think HP plus 4, speed plus 2 on her is really good. She has a decent amount of speed. This build, it's fine. Just more HP because you need that for the isolation reasons and a bit more speed to try and get 2 shots in. Fjorm does fire off a shot once in a while, and it is pretty useful. Aerobatics with Ground Orders for the better movement. Windfire Bomb, sure. All right. Gjallarbrú counters damage from staff like other weapons. At start of turn, if foe's HP is less than unit's HP by 1 and foe is in cardinal direction, inflicts isolation on foe. Okay, that's very same. That's just the same as it was before, right? Also, now it's attacks plus 4 and neutralize penalties to allies within 2 spaces of a unit during combat. Wait, what? If units within 3 spaces of an ally, grants attacks plus 4 to unit during combat. Wait, what? She's now a buffer? She buffs allies by attacks plus 4, which means within 2 spaces, which means if you run Fjorm in... Well, that's actually pretty good. If you run Fjorm in Armor Ball, she can now give them attack speed plus 4. And you might be like, why do you want speed? There are heroes like Fjorm, for example. Other Fjorm, Ascended Fjorm, who would actually utilize attack speed plus 4 pretty well. And Ascended Fjorm doesn't have an ability to fight against penalties. Wow, Fjorm is now a great partner for Fjorm. Go figure. But yeah, you can neutralize penalties on allies within 2 spaces of unit during combat. That's significant. She's now a really good support unit. Additionally, if units within 3 spaces of an ally, grants attacks plus 4 to unit during combat, which is good because she does have a decent amount of speed and she does have a decent amount of attack, and now she gets slightly more to be a better fighter. I like this. It didn't have to be crazy, and it wasn't. But Fjorm is now even better than before. If you just run a rain on her, she comes with ground orders actually, so it's kind of hard to give that up. But if you do run a rain on her, chat, you can rain into attack speed plus 4 to influence the battle even better. Very, very good. I don't think there's much they could have done anyways. But yeah, the best A slot for her, believe it or not, is probably going to be the C Dual Flying 4. Scoring doesn't really matter for her, but the extra stats plus 2 as well as 5 HP is probably going to be the best thing possible. But yeah, she wants as much HP as possible because there are heroes nowadays that out HP her, in which case she doesn't stop them. Yeah, attack speed rain. Attack speed rain with her new weapon and with her in the front covered by saber units is probably going to be way better for your team. Oh, run hold skills instead of rain skills. Yeah, if you run hold skills, it'd be better. That'd just be, yeah, I guess so. Hold would be a better choice, but it's super expensive. Huh. Fair enough. All right, but yeah, I like the refine. It's nothing crazy, but that's what it needed to be. It just needed to support your allies better, and it needed to provide you something that other heroes don't have providing, which is neutralizing penalties. So nice. That's actually really significant. Turtlebot, can you explain to me why you did this? attack speed push, AR far trace, attack speed rain, HP plus 5. If you're gonna commit to this, commit all the way. So attack speed push, when you're not committing to her attack and speed, is kind of wonky. Committing her HP, and by going for attack speed push, you lose 5 HP immediately. She doesn't have any way of healing herself, so that's really unfortunate. So the reason why I bring this up is like, why don't you just run the normal A slots like everybody else? Maybe, okay, you're at +2 and you're lacking Dragonflyers. Maybe if all you care about is isolating for one battle and then having Fjorm as a good fallback plan in attacking, in which case you utilize her high HP bulk, and now her extra 4 attack, 4 speed, 7, 11 plus 4, 15, 50 speed is pretty decent. And then 11 plus 3 for attack, 14, which takes you 63 attack. That's pretty good as well. So I guess so. If you really want to use Fjorm as a fallback plan, then it definitely works. But all Fjorms I know of nowadays are Astral Blessed. I do still see some light ones, but that's mostly so you can run Fjorm and Milla to double isolate. That's kind of rare nowadays. Fjorm basically needs every point of HP because Dumas will shoot blasts, and you should account for Dumas because you are going against Anima Season. That could mess you up, so that's why I really don't like running attack speed push 4 on her. But if you're only trying to go for one battle, then it's fine. I don't know, it's not bad, but it's not my first choice. Rem Cube, HP plus 5, Sudden Panic, Ground Orders, HP plus 5. Yeah, this is all support. I like this too. She has high HP, so why not use it for Sudden Panic? And she can still drop the Isolation and HP plus 5 plus HP plus 5. However, I do have to say, at 40 plus 2 plus 8, you know, this is interesting because Turbot was mentioning how he didn't have to worry about losing HP from Duma. I agree to a certain degree. I think you should go for HP speed 2 and HP speed 2 is what I would do if I were you. This way you have a potential to double because it would add 4 plus 4, that'd be 8, 45 speed. That could get you a double. That's what I would do if I were you. But yeah, sacrificing 2 HP for 4 speed. That's what I would run. HP speed 2 is not expensive anymore, is it, chat? 40 plus 7 plus 15. This is also pretty absurd to be, but all right. What's the worst floret you guys have ever seen? No offense, my guy, but this is vying for it. The worst floret I've ever seen definitely is, I believe it was on Anna, Ask Our Trio. I believe we have the builder of that hero in this chat right now, Jen. But that's definitely bad because that's a hero you can't even merge. And honestly, nobody should really seriously be using. But for a healer, especially one that all that she really should care about is HP, yeah, that's not great. To be fair, if you really like Fjorm, it's fine. And to be fair, if you're going to use Fjorm a lot, it's definitely fine. So, but my personal experience with Fjorm is that she doesn't fight very often, so it doesn't really matter that much. But yes, she does come in a pinch, so. Anyways, 40 plus 7 plus 15, 56 HP, 56 attack, 45 speed, 25 defense, 30 res, plus HP, plus speed. Gjallarbrú return plus, heavily light, C dual flying 4, dazzling staff 3, speed res rain, attack speed form 3. Yeah, it's fine. I think at 40 plus 7 with 15 flyers, you don't have to worry about HP anymore. So I do agree that your seal could be anything you want. And since you cannot have C dual flying 4 as a seal, yeah, it's probably better to keep that in your A slot. This is just unconditional HP plus 5, unconditional plus 2 to all stats. So I like this. I would say form is perfectly fine considering she's usually at the back line running the isolation and she's always near her allies, so yeah. Wait a second. Chronic, are you serious? You have a +7 Fjorm and you didn't go to Hall of Forms for her? This is not a form of Fjorm. This is a legit Fjorm. I'm kind of surprised by that.